Hi and welcome to Krossfire. This is the show where we throw everything on the table. And joining us here is my fellow co-host, and we're going to have a very special introduction today. Thadius as Aaron. Thadius as Aaron.
Thadius.
Why Thadius? Where's that coming from?
You will know later. Swen as Kelvin.
Hi.
Yes.
Siobhan as Vanessa.
Siobhan? I've been blackwashed.
No, it's actually Siobhan, but it could be Siobhan.
It's what?
Siobhan.
Siobhan is actually pronounced as Siobhan.
Siobhan, yeah.
In Gaelic.
Okay.
I thought it's pronounced Sobin.
Yeah.
Siobhan.
No, Siobhan is
Yeah.
Sobin.
No.
Siobhan.
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 Yes.
Okay,
Don't ask
I've
me
only
why.
ever seen that name
It's-
written down.
And it is
I've
a
never
joke,
seen
what?
it.
Yeah.
I can't remember that.
I am Siobhan by night.
And of course we have Xander as Edward Sukaporn.
Xander.
Which
Xander.
one is the made up name?
None of this is fictional.
And of course my partner in crime, Warrington as
Warrington,
Shan.
yes,
Warrington
yes,
as
yes.
Shan.
I am Warrington.
Oh,
Hello,
please.
hello.
There's nothing
hello.
remotely like Warrington about
Warrington. I am Warrington.
and you lived through World War II.
Yes.
And of course me, Cornelius as Junsern. As you can see, this is one of the longest introduction that we have. Welcome to
And
the
that is
show.
an example of whitewashing.
Yeah, and if you're wondering why we have Western names, this is today's topic: whitewashing. We have lots of white people here acting as local Malaysians.
Hello
Yes,
there.
wait, hold on. Thaddeus is Western?
Yes. Greek.
Exactly, that's not Western.
Yes, it's Western.
I
Can
already
I not be
forgot
like
my own
John
name.
Wayne? That's Western as it gets.
No, but it's relative to our current location. Greek is
Yeah.
west.
Yes.
Many places are Western relative.
Thank you, Edward. Xander.
Well, of course, the reason why we are having this long introduction is actually we are focusing on something that has been talked about a lot, especially in this year's Oscars, and it's called the whitewashing. And what is
Baso putih.
Baso putih, Clorox? The bleaching.
The bleaching.
Okay, so what exactly is whitewashing? We have our esteemed co-host here.
Our
I can't remember his name.
racism
Sven.
expert.
Sven.
Sven.
I already forgot my own white
No, but
name.
whitewashing isn't... The Oscars whitewashing was a bit different, no?
Oscar.
Oscars whitewashing was... She was complaining over the fact that there was no black people nominated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whereas in movies, whitewashing is where you substitute established black character with a white guy, or the converse of blackwashing, where you
Yes.
substitute a white guy for a black guy.
Yes.
I don't know, but a lot of it they are focusing towards Asians, whereby all the Asians they are now being replaced by white people.
Oh yeah, that is classic. I remember
Yeah.
watching the other day Dragon Ball. It's on white floor.
Oh yeah. Justin
It's
Chatwin
like what the hell?
as Son
Oh,
Goku.
that is so bad.
Yep.
Yeah, because they atone black people with black Nick Fury now.
That's blackwashing.
Yes, yeah. So we're only going to focus on Asian because of black people sorted.
Like people want Nick Fury's there, so everything's fine.
Yes.
Okay.
And Will Smith. Will Smith is probably the whitest.
Oh yeah, that shot. Yeah.
Next to Wayne Brady.
Or Obama. Or Obama.
Now
Obama
see
is
here.
as black as it can sound.
Yeah.
Drop the mic.
That's true.
So Calvin, what is whitewashing?
Whitewashing.
Does it have anything to do with Tom Sawyer or Huckleberry Finn?
I have no idea. All I know is whitewashing is just you take a character and turn it into a character that is not white and turn it into white. I don't know by how, by bleaching or
Well, no, I
by
think one of
random plastic.
the best example is the Gods of Egypt, the latest movie.
Oh, I
Where-
have no idea. Anything
Yeah, the
about
entire cast was actually almost the entire cast or entire cast.
Almost entire
Almost the
cast.
entire cast was all white actors acting as Egyptians.
Except for Black Panther, who was in that movie.
Oh yeah, he was. Isn't
Yeah.
it? He was the
the
what
white
they
guy,
call the
right?
magical.
Yes, the magical,
He was the
magical
white guy,
Negro.
lah.
magical,
Oh, I thought he was the white
like
guy.
Bagger Vance.
Yeah. That's the term they use for the magical.
Yeah, I think-
Mm.
I think this song it got popularized because they released the first image for Ghost in the Shell. And Ghost in the Shell is a Japanese animation featuring what do you call it, Motoko Kusanagi, I think, which is Japanese. And suddenly you have Scarlett Johansson, best selling point ever.
Ever.
Just like in what, Lucy, was it?
Yeah, Lucy. Yeah, she was in Lucy.
Yeah, star power.
But the creator of Ghost in the Shell said he never intended for the main actress in Ghost in the Shell to be Japanese.
Yeah, and I think even the what do you
Yeah,
call
I'm
that?
sure you gave him enough money to say anything. Like
I shut the f up. I take many American dollars and buy myself shit porn. Domo arigato.
They even went to the Japanese public and asked, and they don't give a shit about it. They'd be like, "Oh, really? Okay."
Right. So anyway, it's a silence suddenly.
Yes.
No. I mean, you look at current. I think the biggest issue when it comes to whitewashing is, a lot of the studios always say that they have to do it because of
Asians
star
are
power.
racist.
Well, it could be a racial thing, but also because they complain that they need star power to obviously bring in the numbers. And two, it's easier to deal, I guess, maybe with these actors, established actors or actresses.
You know when Sony had the hacked emails, there was one email from Amy Pascal that came out and said, black people are not marketable in Asia. It's just the way it is. And then I think, Calvin, you said that they had a poster of Star Wars where Finn was like, yeah, to explain that.
Finn
But you know, if it's true, it's
completely
true, lah.
erased.
If it's true, it's true. I mean, people always complain, oh, I know I deserve this one, I deserve that one. But the fact of the matter is, if you can't sell, why the hell would I hire you? I'm not saying I support the racism, but there's still a fact. But it's still a fact. I mean, it's not like you're running a charity creating movies.
Spoken like a
that's
true
true.
capitalist.
But at the same time,
True.
At the same time, how do you create a star unless you take a chance on them and put them in movies in the first place?
No, I agree. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about like in situations where there's established actors and actresses.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
If like let's say they say that this person is not marketable in Asia, which is one of the biggest markets, then you can't blame them for taking a different direction. Of course, when they go too far, it's a bit ridiculous, lah.
Yeah, but the thing is, they are taking Asian guys or Asian girls and turn them into white, and they want to market it to Asian countries.
That's what I'm saying. When you take it too far, it's a
Well,
bit stupid.
Airbender.
Yeah.
You
So,
see, like,
but-
you
but
can't take
again-
that for Asians and then say it's not marketable in Asia. It doesn't make sense.
In
So-
a way, that is true, though, isn't it? Because most of our media consumption does tend to involve white people. I think people are more used to seeing white people
True.
on their screens than,
That's true, and that's I think part of the reason.
especially if you're English speaking,
Airbender
lah.
is
Maybe
correct.
yeah.
No, I
if
agree,
you're
and I think
mainly-
that's part of the reason why you're used to what you see, and why that's more marketable. The standard Aryan-looking, blonde-haired, blue-eyed sort of bullshit.
Yeah,
like.
but did you know that what is the solution for the Ghost in the Shell? They were saying, I think they will leak something or somewhat from the producers of the show. They're gonna use technology to make Scarlett Johansson look more Asian.
Oh, for
Yeah, I kind of agree with her. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I mean, you make a if you take a position, stand by it, like.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to give you a half Phoenix. And
what?
now I'm going to make her
They're
look
just going to make
Scarlett
her eyes go
Johansson's son or
slanty,
something.
Yep.
right? They're just going to make her eyes go slanty.
And
Exactly,
give-
and
give-
that's just about as
That's-
stereotypical as you can get, lah.
Yeah, that's what.
And give her bangs, lah.
Just give us some slit eyes. or
Slit
something.
eye and bangs, lah.
But then again, if you want to correct this problem, you should take it back where it started from. Jesus Christ. Jesus was Middle Eastern. He's a son of a carpenter. He works in the sun all day.
He's gonna have the darkest skin ever.
Yes. And when a brown man goes with Jesus-like hair, goes around and saying that, oh, I'm the next coming of Jesus, the third coming, by the way. People say no, Jesus is white.
Yeah. Sukaborn has the vested interest in this though because he has long hair and he's got
You don't
brown
want
skin.
like
How many
Johnny
followers
Depp,
have you got?
You know what's the funny thing is that that was actually shown in the 21 Jump Street when they went to the Korean church.
Yeah,
And,
Korean
the
Jesus.
Korean Jesus.
And then Vietnamese Jesus in 22 Jump Street.
But it doesn't actually work that way, does it? Because then actually what the Koreans and the Vietnamese actually have is the white Jesus, isn't it?
No, this was just a statue of
Maybe
Jesus
maybe
with
they also
very-
decided to
Yeah.
Koreanify it like how
Yeah.
they're doing for Scarlett
Koreanify
Johansson.
it.
Yeah. You take a Scarlet, we are take a Jesus.
Yeah, but yeah, this is where the problem comes from.
Mhm.
Yeah, like white Jesus is only white because the people who commissioned the painting was rich Italian people with probably whiter skin.
And
Or
they
ordering
wanted-
pizza and or
They
eating
wanted
the...
someone who looked more like that.
Yeah.
Because,
That's basically it.
A lot of movies, even what the Legend of Chun-Li, they featured that.
Oh yeah, that Christina...
To be fair, she had some Asian blood, lah. And screw it,
Yeah,
lah.
she's
She
half
was hot, lah. I
Chinese,
don't care.
I think they use that as a justification.
I don't care. That one I'll
Asian
stand.
blood.
I will stand by that casting. Is hot.
No lah, Sammy Cheng as Chun-Li. off lah, everybody. Silence on. Silence the lamb. Semi-ching.
No, but if you look at it, right, if you look at how all this Hollywood whitewashing, I would call it, back in maybe in the 40s and the 50s. But if you look at it, the movie itself that was made was actually targeted towards the locals, for example, Americans. So the thing is, it doesn't matter. There's two factors that could be actually the reason why. Number one is that you want a local to play any characters.
Yeah.
Correct. If you go to like any place in Malaysia, also if you have someone playing a so-called a Mat Salleh or something like that, a white fella, but sometimes you actually get someone that looks very similar to a white guy, and he'll portray as a white guy. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, second reason could be because back then you couldn't get a lot of good English-speaking Chinese actors.
No, they're just racist lah. That's all.
In a way, yeah. I mean, in a way that
maybe not professional actors lah, but you could have found people who spoke English well.
Yeah, but if you
And
have like big roles, like for example, like what I saw here is actually John Wayne playing as Genghis Khan.
With
I
a
mean,
Western accent.
I have no idea.
Oh,
I mean, I'm just
no.
looking at some of the list here, lah.
No, but you know what I attribute it to? It's that, okay, how long does it take you to drive from Johor to, what's the northernmost state? Perlis.
Perlis.
How long does it take you to drive?
About maybe
6 hours?
No, are you
No,
crazy?
crazy. 8 to 9 hours.
Oh, 8 or 9,
8
okay,
to
okay.
9 hours.
Okay, 8 to 9 hours. How long would it take you to drive from California to New York?
I don't know. I
Days?
don't know
That's
ways.
like
Days.
yeah, that might be a road trip of like a month,
A
or,
week.
I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe a week.
A
Back
week,
then,
a week.
maybe, yeah.
But a heck of a lot.
Oh,
more
you're talking about
time
back
than-
then?
No, I'm talking about now. In
A
road
week,
trip
a week.
driving. Okay, so America is kind of huge, and they're very insular.
Yeah.
They don't know other faces, so you cannot put foreign people as the lead in movies. You just can't. There are a lot, and we hear most about the people in New York who are more, cosmopolitan. We hear more about the people, in the cosmopolitan areas because they are cosmopolitan. We don't hear much about the more isolated ones who don't really see anyone brown.
I don't know.
You
Man.
know.
All I know is I think the
I'm sure they see the brown fella when they go to the hospital.
Yeah,
The
maybe.
brown fella will be there.
Maybe.
I'm sure all of them know
No, but
Osama
you
bin
know what?
Laden.
They're not going
That's
to
not
see
necessarily a
it.
good thing.
They're not going to see brown people as something normal and something, they want to see heroes as. They want to
Part
see
of the
people who
medical
look like
ego thing,
themselves. Maybe,
This one,
yeah.
this time is a doctor.
Although this problem has, sort of lessened in recent years, but I think it's still there. But as the movies slowly change, because now you start to see more non-white lead roles here and there,
True.
especially for the younger generation.
Yeah, but the biggest issue here is still that there's still not enough what they call it, Asian representation.
There's still
In
not
Holly-
enough,
in
lah.
Hollywood,
There's still not enough,
You've
but
seen, I don't know, Latinos and God knows what other races are out there.
also
The thing is that
slowly
Asians-
increasing. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
but,
then
but keep
for
in mind,
Asians
they're always
also
the first
it
to
will.
die. If you watch
Yeah.
any Hollywood movie, it's in this order. Asian first, followed by Mexican, Latino and all that, followed by black. Finally, it'll be the ugly white guy first, followed by the ugly white girl.
No, the slutty white girl. The
I'm playing
slutty
devil-
Saki white girl,
slutty
correct.
white
The
girl.
no, not necessarily Saki first, then slutty.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Then slutty white girl.
It's a new Powerpuff Ranger.
Yeah.
Powerpuff Ranger.
I need to play the devil's
Yes,
advocate here.
Stucky.
Then after that comes after slutty white girl, then comes the
The
jock
nerd.
or
The
those
jock
are
first,
guys
yeah,
already,
the jock
jock,
first.
the jock, and then only comes
The nerd.
then only you come to the heroes like if they're going to die.
No. I need to play devil's advocate here. What about the Jews?
No, the Jews always survive
Yeah,
because the Jews are not bankrolling the film.
they
They're
wrote the
gonna kill
movie.
us.
Yeah.
But it depends though. If you're talking about the horror genre, then it's probably the black guy who dies first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's because there's no Asian guy in it.
Yeah.
Yes,
If
true.
the Asian guy is in it, he dies first.
In horror movies, there's always only one black person.
Asian-
that
And
one
you know
black
he's the one
person
who's gonna
always
die.
dies
Asian
first,
guy in the horror movie. Whoa, this look like a Jew and I go away.
You know what the irony of it all is?
What?
In these horror movies, it's always the black guy or girl who's saying, don't go there, don't
Yeah.
go there.
Yeah.
And it's the white fellas who'll go there, but then the black fella dies.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, I was trying to be careful and I died.
The moral of the story is ghosts are racist.
This is true. This
They'll
is
look at
true.
your skin color before they kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think the most interesting out of in terms of race in Hollywood so far is how I can't remember what movie it was, the remake of one of Charlie Sheen's earliest movie, where Colombia invaded America. And there's
Red.
Red Dawn or something.
Dawn, yeah.
Red Dawn. Yeah, but for that movie, the remake this time is yellow people. But in the China's release for the movie, it's shifted to North Korean. But in the original, it was originally Chinese invaders.
I thought it was Russian.
Yeah, the remake.
The remake was Korean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is more towards just political.
But they still take account of the market size. It's capitalism at work. Okay, don't want to piss off Chinese people, so they
It's
shift.
the same thing. What they do.
So there was a yellow shifting.
It's because there's 1 billion people in China. Your market is so big over there.
That's why they did the yellow shift. Never before yellow shift, huh?
No, but they're doing. That's why actually it's because of China. That's why even Doctor Strange, there was some drama about that because they've cast Tilda Swinton as
Yeah, as the monk.
the
right?
ancient. Yeah, she's supposed. Whereas the ancient's supposed to be Tibetan.
And then you put
But they didn't want to put a Tibetan because they didn't want to offend
Yeah,
China.
and you put a goddamn, what do you call that? Ben Kingsley, who's half Jewish, half Indian, as a goddamn Mandarin.
But with Doctor Strange, they think the producers or the director of the movie says they want to avoid the whole Tibet thing, flag from Chinese.
The monk, right.
Yeah, but actually in the movie they already shifted the ancient one to Nepal.
Yeah,
But
why
still
don't
they
you
casted
Why
Tilda
don't you
Swinton.
just cast
And George Takei was mad.
why don't you just cast a Hispanic J-Lo or somebody?
You want J-Lo to
J-Lo to play the
J-Lo and
ancient.
Wisdom.
I want to see
I would actually like to see that.
I
no.
When you say Hispanic, the first name that came to my mind is J-Lo lah.
Okay.
But she's still Jenny from the block.
Ain't the same block anymore. Like.
No, the same block lah.
Man, play Kim Kardashian as the ancient.
Oh Lord.
She'll be on her cell phone the whole time.
Either that or she'll be shooting champagne to her.
And she'll be trying to teach Doctor Strange that magical ability.
Yes. Of booty shaking. Twerking.
Twerking.
And self.
That's from the movie here. Doctor Strange will be like now. Teach me.
You know, in the future, that if they ever made a movie of Kim Kardashian, it'd be like Kim Kardashian, played by Scarlett Johansson.
Ass by CGI.
The ass play and a gratuitous CGI.
I'm actually looking at this list of whitewashing, worst examples of whitewashing in movies.
Come, give us, let's see.
The first one is Captain Alison Ng from the movie Aloha, which stars what's that guy's name?
Emma Stone, is it?
Emma Stone, yes, correct.
Oh yeah, she's very Asian
and
looking.
she is.
Oh, apparently they're doing some digital shit for her too. I don't know if it's true.
I don't know, but she's supposed to be a mixed race character who is of Chinese and Hawaiian descent.
Whereas now she's a mixed case character of Italian and Jewish.
So they got the mix.
They
right?
got the mixed pair. They didn't go further than that, like just mixed race. Oh, okay, now Italian Jewish. Okay.
Then the second one is Goku from Dragon Ball.
Justin Chatwin, that
hmm And next one is Prince of Persia, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh yeah,
I completely
they had a
forgot
Jew
about
play a
that
Persian.
Yeah.
No, having said that, I kind of liked it. But anyway,
No,
But what the
If you remember the video game properly, the guy had
he was
blonde
white
hair.
as well.
Yeah, he was white as with blonde hair.
This is
What
true.
blonde hair? Yes.
No, like he's talking
I sure
about
it
the
was
first.
a
He's talking about the very first.
yeah, the
Prince of Persia.
original game.
The one on
Okay,
DOS.
I sure that wasn't a turban.
No, it wasn't.
No,
all
the
the bad
second one,
guys
I
are
think
with
had a
turban.
turban, but not the first one.
Oh, okay.
All the bad
Maybe
guys
they
had
have limited
turban.
colors.
Didn't it have waves in it? Kind of in a turban.
No, because the screen is black, white, DOS, so if you put a black hair, you there's no color. So, okay, it should be yellow, green, or blue. Yellow lah.
So what else? What's
There
on
was
Okay.
there was actually an episode of what's it, Aziz Ansari show? He's got
I can't
pretty
stand
good
it.
I'm guessing it's
Master
called
of
the
Madness.
Aziz Ansari
Yeah,
show.
there's a good TV show, and he lists a bunch of
Or
what, you don't
something,
like it?
something.
So, I just don't answer that.
Okay, fair enough. But the show's good. Okay, the show's good. And he lists a whole bunch of Indian roles in TV for decades lah, where Indian guys are played by white guys. They've got Indian names. The character is meant to be
Apu
Indian.
from Simpsons.
Apu from Simpsons. No. These are
That's
like
voice acting. I don't know.
TV, not voice acting. It's like human being. Indian guys played by white guys, and then they make them up to look more Indian.
Really?
Yeah, Johnny Number 5 was one of the examples.
Johnny number 5.
That guy was actually not Indian.
Master of
He
None.
wasn't. He was a white guy.
Master of None.
None.
Yeah, that's
Master
a
of
TV
None.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you
No,
know
okay,
there
so what
was
else is on the
a-
list?
Do you know there's
Netflix show.
an Indian guy played by a Chinese guy in one movie?
Indian guy played
It's a
by
Bruce Lee
Chinese
movie.
guy? What?
Mr. Fury.
I did not notice.
There's a Punjabi guy in that scene
Oh,
who
yeah.
was played
I mean,
by a Chinese guy.
If you look at the Hong Kong movies during that time in the 70s,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
That's why they shot it from far. You look at that guy,
You
you're
get
like,
too close to
come
like,
on,
hey,
I
that
mean.
fella not Indian lah. Where's the big nose? Where's the
And
big
a
eyes?
fake beard.
That fake beard,
Fake
and,
beard.
and they always wear a turban.
yeah.
That typical stereotype.
Because the hair will be too straight, definitely.
straight, yeah.
Not to mention he'll have hair. If he's Indian, he's lost his hair already by the age.
Okay. And the next one is The Last Airbender. Katara,
Oh.
Aang, Zuko, and Sokka.
Everyone lah.
Oh, but,
Everyone.
Almost everyone.
but it's a fictional nation.
And the entire
and
Fire
it's
Nation
written
was
by
Indian.
a white guy.
Yeah. Hey, no, but to be fair, they had
Yeah.
the entire Fire Nation was Indian.
I mean, they're played by people Indian looking.
But it makes sense, lah.
Yeah,
I
okay.
mean, all the curry, all that spice, all that heat. Fire Nation, lah. I mean, God, it is what makes the most sense. And what do you think they call the movie The Last Airbender after you eat all that curry? I mean, come on.
I bend air into your nose.
I always thought it was a fart joke. I always
yeah.
It is. The Last Airbender.
That's the reason why the second avatar is what waterbender. Comes from waterbender.
Yeah.
So he's just farting underwater then.
Either that or it's a very wet.
He's doing
Ah, shut up.
Or
Alright,
he's
what's
doing
next?
that Kim Kardashian
What else is on the
thing
list?
with the
Next
champagne.
is Argo.
Oh my god.
Tony
Hey, but Ben
Mendes.
Affleck is Jew, right?
No, it
No,
was
he's
a Mexican.
Indian mix.
Mexican.
Mexican.
He's a Mexican.
Was he Indian? No, he's
Who
Mexican.
was the
Mexican.
Mexican?
Mixed fella also.
The
don't
Tony
think he's
Mendes. The him lah. The who lah.
Oh,
That's
right,
Tony
right. I thought it
Mendes.
was meant to
And then
be
he got
Jew,
Ben
right,
Affleck
yeah.
there
Mm-hmm.
with his overbite. Oh my god, that is so racist.
Give me a goddamn
The next,
hysterectomy.
the next one is very, very, very racist lah. Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Mickey Rooney.
I don't know.
IY
don't know.
Yunioshi.
I think you better show them what it looks like.
Okay.
It
Why?
is
What's so
almost-
bad about that?
When you look how racist it is. This is
It's,
Mickey Rooney, Irish.
Oh!
I actually saw the
It's-
movie.
it's
and the way
heavily
he spoke
makeup.
also was.
No shit, they heavily made up.
Heavily
You
makeup.
keep quiet. I was like,
Aiyo. Yeah, I remember watching that also.
Yeah, terrible.
They do it that way, man. So they just start speaking ching chang chong chong.
He did that. It was actually one of the most racist things I ever saw.
Okay. The next one is the 1968 movie called The Party. The character is Hurundi Bakshi. And
Peter Sellers.
Yeah, Peter Sellers acting as
But
an
you know what?
Indian
He
guy.
actually looks damn Indian. He shouldn't be pictured.
The Sellers
Yeah.
is the mustache guy. Right?
Hold on.
Peter Sellers is the master of changing his voice and everything.
This
He
is
looks
it.
Indian as lah. Although he's painted his skin, but
Actually, yeah,
Yeah, he does look a little bit.
yeah, but no, but Peter
Looks
Sellers
Indian.
is a chameleon. He can transform into anything
Even
into a transformer.
except for that. But he probably
said
could,
anything.
He probably could like Megatron. Like Peter Sellers.
And then the next one is this 1959 movie called The Touch of Evil. Miguel Vargas. He's actually Charlton Heston,
Oh
acting
shit!
as a Mexican.
But he's played so many Mexicans. What? Viva Zapata and all that shit.
And now I'm thinking about that movie where Marlon Brando plays
then-
an Indian priest.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah!
Which movie is that?
Yeah.
The
I
island
can't
of.
remember what
Dr.
it's
Moreau.
called.
The Island of Dr. Moreau.
Dr. Moreau.
No.
God damn it! Forgot that movie.
Can't be Dr. Moreau. He didn't play an Indian
Because
priest
Marlon
there.
Brando also played a Japanese guy once. That was quite
The
racist as well.
worst. Yeah, that was, but it was hilarious.
Yeah.
And the next one is the 1956 movie The Conqueror, Genghis Khan. John Wayne as Genghis Khan.
Of course.
Hey,
Yeah. It
he's
sounds
the
like
most,
perfect typecasting.
the most Mongolian-looking guy lah.
He looks.
That's only because he's got that two wisps of hair, and that's the only reason he looks a
I'll
Mongolian.
tell you a John Wayne story. There's a movie called The Greatest Story Ever Told about the Bible. And John Wayne played a Roman god lah. This movie had a lot of cameos lah. So he played a Roman god lah. So when Jesus got crucified and some lightning came down or something, then John Wayne's line was supposed to be, he is truly the Son of God. Then Cecil the Mill cut and said, cut, John Wayne, more awe. And you know what he actually did?
What?
Awe. That is truly the song. I see the video like, what the f*** is wrong with you? He didn't make the final cut, but that was apparently what happened.
That would have actually been worked out though. Oh, I think I got the off from that.
He's like, oh my god, I really would have.
Okay, the next one is from this movie called Stuck. It came out in 2007. This character called Shante Millard, and it's actually an African American woman acted by Mina Suvari.
Oh shit, I've seen that movie.
What?
She's got cornrows, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Mina, is that a picture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I've seen that movie.
180. Oh wow.
She still looks okay. The most you could say she's a mulatto
Yeah.
No, it does not. What's up with the forehead?
Most at the
At the
most.
most.
No,
Actually,
I'm thinking
she looks,
she's.
She looks white, but like your screen is dimmed. That's all it looks like.
She looks like Colin
No,
Powell's
but
daughter.
she's channeling Tyra Banks. Can
Actually,
you see the hairline?
could make sense. Colin Powell's daughter, right
Colin
there.
Powell's daughter.
I thought
Colin
she had a
Powell's the
big
whitest
forehead. It's a
looking-
receding hairline. Oh my god.
and then next is Othello, played
Oh.
Who's black?
Yeah,
That was played by a black guy.
No.
no Lawrence Oliver,
Oh, is that by the old movie?
The
Okay,
new one.
not
1965.
old. Not old. Oh, it's played by that Mickelty Pfeiffer, whatever the hell his name is.
Mackey Pfeiffer.
Mackay Pfeiffer.
Mackay Pfeiffer.
Whatever. lah.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell, whitewashing going on, whatever. That's cast
I can't. That's because he's got a name that nobody can pronounce. Maybe that's the
Mackay.
problem, They give them all these funky ass names. That's why when it comes to
Mackay.
actually creating
They
the contract,
give them all
get this fella, then they suddenly
What?
accidentally get the wrong fella.
Jamal?
Don't insult Michelle Pfeiffer's son.
Yes.
I highly doubt that. lah.
Yes.
I've heard of an albino baby, but I don't know what the that is. lah.
And then there is Masai in Apache. It's a 1954 movie. It's actually acted by Burt Lancaster.
That does not look like Burt Lancaster.
Hmm
I swear to God, all these movies, just before some of us are born.
I think all of
Yeah.
us. Most
but then
of us.
again, Red Indian people.
Wait, what?
They're never gonna
Is
get-
there anything like more recent
Yeah, they never
On
And
the
get
any other more
casted.
recent movies?
on the
Let
list?
me check.
Oh, Cleopatra.
Cleopatra,
and
Elizabeth Taylor.
Of course.
Alicia Nash in A Beautiful Mind.
What?
Alicia Nash
Mm-hmm.
was
Oh.
played
Jennifer
by.
Jennifer Connelly.
Who is it
What is she
supposed to be?
She's supposed to be
Chinese, no?
I have no idea. I don't know why. she's
Exactly. So
Because
I would have thought she was
mathematician,
white.
Yeah.
Because
black
math.
man.
Oh, she's supposed to be from El Salvador.
Oh.
Hell of a big
Yes, close
difference,
enough,
lah.
lah. Boo! Boo!
Mm-hmm.
Put Jennifer Connelly and everything.
Okay. Who else?
I think,
Oh. 21, the movie.
Yes, the whole cast.
The whole cast supposed to be Chinese.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Not Chinese, Korean.
Oh, not the whole
Asian,
cast.
Asian.
lah.
Asian,
Yeah.
Asian, Oriental-looking people.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. 21 is about a movie about counting cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it makes more sense to
And they made the two Chinese people in the movie look damn goofy.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
we
remember.
don't know what are we doing. We follow the white people.
Why are they Japanese?
I don't know. I said Asian one.
Because that's the accent.
Actually, one of the worst I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, but then again, I think like
his
Asians
Arwen.
should follow
His Liv Taylor
the
is Arwen.
example set
I
forth
think she
by
should have been played
Charlie
black.
Sheen.
Why?
Charlie Sheen is Mexican.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
yeah, Estevez.
But you know what? Mexico is like mixed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
quite
Yeah,
mixed
so there's
up.
white
so.
Mexicans.
But nobody
like
remembers
Louis
Charlie.
C.K. is Mexican.
Nobody remembers Charlie Sheen is Mexican when it's in the movies.
Except Emilio Estevez.
Yeah.
Okay, the next person in this list, right? Because of 21, I think he actually tried to make amendments in the movie Cloud Atlas. Jim Sturgis, right? He actually acted as a Korean guy.
How's that making amends?
Huh?
How's that making amends?
No, the thing is, because that one they changed it to white fella, so now at least this white fella acting, looking like. Okay, I'll show you all the picture. He does look a little bit Korean with the makeup.
No.
They just put lipstick on him.
Yes,
No, the eyes,
way.
the eyes they do a little bit.
No, like he's like a white guy with slanty eyes.
It's true.
But he looks really weird, actually. Mm-hmm.
So he actually walked around with his hands like that, and then they just CGI'd out his hands. No work for the makeup
They CGI the
department.
hands off.
Yeah.
Ah.
This time around we have technology.
Yeah.
If they can try to make Scarlett Johansson look Asian, and
Yeah,
show in the
exactly.
picture, everyone will look Asian.
That's true.
Okay, this next one actually is a very big movie, The Hunger Games.
Who was the white
Katniss is what?
Katniss.
Oh, Katniss is not supposed to be white.
Was she Indian?
So apparently, in the book, they just describe her as a non-white with dark olive skin.
Oh.
They describe her as a
Hey, but
non-white.
supposedly Hermione Granger also is supposed to be black, huh?
Ah, really?
Yeah, I don't know. I can check and see, but I remember because they're planning to do some sort of reboot or some nonsense of Harry Potter.
Mackay Pfeiffer as Hermione Granger.
Supposedly, the way
That's the role he was
J.K.
born
Rowling
to do.
described her does not include skin
Precious
color.
should be Hermione.
And supposedly,
Every
supposedly when they interviewed J.K. Rowling, she said that.
J.K. Growling. That's amazing.
That's a werewolf.
That's
That's gonna be my pen name. J.K. Growling.
Definitely something for Harry Potter.
That's true, exactly. No, apparently when they interviewed her, she said that she actually had it in mind that Hermione, I think, would be black. I don't
She
know.
never wrote it though, because I read the first.
I don't
book.
think she ever wrote
never-
this like skin color. She just
Yeah,
described
she
kind of thing.
never-
Yeah.
She never wrote. 'cause
I don't know.
read
Maybe
the
if you
first
Google
book.
it, you'll see it. I'm not sure.
I read the first book.
No, she's definitely
It's
white
not.
because a black woman would never date a ginger.
I think I honestly think J.K. Rowling is just like
Killing people.
like
Postscript.
just because she also said what was
Dumbledore
his
is
name?
gay.
is gay.
Dumbledore is gay. She
But that's
said
quite
all this
believable.
Sort of like very acceptable stuff to what people want to hear, kind of things. After that,
Yeah.
I don't think she really thought about it when she was writing it. Like, it's probably just all white people in her
Yeah,
head.
and she was desperate for money as well.
That's another thing. Yeah,
Yep.
you can't trust people who are desperate for money to tell the truth about
Yes.
these things. Nope.
The reason why they had this.
No, what she said was because for some new movie they've cast for Harry Potter, they've cast some black actress named Noma Dumezweni. Initially, is the problem, like.
Whitewasher has talked again.
Yeah. No, then she put up a tweet saying, "Canon, brown eyes, frizzy hair, and very clever. White skin was never specified."
She just people lah.
That's because but in people's minds, that's default, ma.
Yeah, lah,
You
that's
go
probably
dudes-
true, lah.
Yeah, they don't. It's usually when the character is not white. That's when they describe skin color. They just skip over it when it's a white character, unless they're describing beauty and they're going alabaster skin or whatever.
So here's a clip by Paul Mooning describing Egypt.
And white folks want Cleopatra to be white so bad. They tell so many lies. Elizabeth Taylor, Chloe Colbert, that woman wasn't white. Oh, she was part Greek. You may have Greek blood in you that don't make you white. They're crazy. Because of what she did, that's why. If she'd have been a white woman, look, Cleopatra was black. If she'd been a white woman, that was during the white times. Look, the Romans, give them the credit. They ruled the world for 3,000 years. It took them 300 years for Rome to fall. Give credit where credit is due. And they were freaks. They ruled it in miniskirts. Give it up to them. And they were white. We give it up. But Cleopatra was black as in my goddamn shoe. Egypt's on the coast of Africa. It is not some small village in Sweden. Make it.
So like he said lah, Egypt is not a small village in Sweden.
Okay, I actually came across this article. I mean, there's the new movement. I don't know what they are trying to do here, but put a hashtag called Starring John Cho.
Okay.
So what this movement is
It's
actually
a bowel movement.
yeah, it's sort of
Sorry.
I just dropped a John Cho, man.
John Cho's the only Chinese guy in Hollywood.
It's
right?
Korean lah.
Yeah.
He's Korean.
Same thing.
Whitewasher.
Yellow
Washer.
does make
Yeah,
a white.
Mr.
Don't care
Two
where
wongs don't make a
Mr.
white.
Sukapon.
Anyway, so what happened is that they do is they Photoshop all the characters that's white, and they actually put John Cho's face there.
Oh God.
So basically, they want to
Fighting back.
they want to show that what it would look like if today's Hollywood blockbusters cast an Asian American actor.
Please have training day there.
Was John Cho the one who started this?
Yes, probably.
Yeah, I'm
It's like
feeling
the
it's
best.
probably.
he tried to get
Best
Carl Penn on
PR.
board. He said, off lah. I'm not doing this.
No, Carl Penn was like, you, I'm with Obama.
Yes, I'm with Obama.
So for you all, what do you think? I mean, like, okay, take all the movies that starring white actors. If you're given a chance to change the ethnicity of the character, what movie and what character would you change?
I would replace everything Tom Cruise has ever done with John Cho. I think that would be an immense improvement.
Hello, John
An
Cho in
immense
Mission
improvement.
Impossible.
Ghost Protocol.
John
Yes.
Cho in Top Gun.
Yes. Yes, everything he's done.
How
all
would
of
John Cho fit into the legend?
What legend?
What legend?
Nah, none of you watched that movie. lah.
No.
I'm the only one from the
But
boy.
you know what would really be interesting? You change out Ashton Kutcher and Guess Who with the black man. The whole movie's gone.
Yeah.
There's like, what's the problem? What's the issue?
He's black, that's the issue. Marry a white guy. So you want Ashton Kutcher to be changed out for...
Ving Rhames.
yeah, pretty far. Okay. Pliers and a blowtorch. I would change out that Apocalypse for Ving Rhames.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac.
I'll just probably change China Man. Whoa, Superman to
Okay.
change China Man to Superman.
Chinaman.
That's Spider-Man lah.
I know, I'm just mixing it up, man. I'm keeping it interesting.
Well, Sukapon?
How does he continue? Does whatever a China can?
Chinaman can.
Yeah, I had a bull in the shop.
Yeah,
Bull.
doing business, opening grocery shops,
Nail salon.
accountant, doctor.
Laundry mat.
Big Rostak.
I'd like to see a Indian Daredevil.
That one just go to India. That one you just go to India, you see.
Yeah, that's why it's so
You don't have
much
to.
more
That one don't need
believable.
movie all. Just go to India.
Sukapon is that racist? The blind superhero in cast Indian.
That's because he uses his yoga power.
Yeah, yoga powers.
Delson.
Dalsim. Speaking of which, that Street Fighter movie, then actually come think of it, was the, actually
Yeah,
to be fair-
Roshan said.
no, but to be fair, I think they actually got, there was no whitewashing. They casted them accordingly.
Except for the Blanca, who's a white guy.
But Blanca is a white guy.
No, Blanca is Brazilian.
He's green. He's a green
No,
Brazilian.
yeah, he became green after that, lah.
He's
But
Brazilian.
oh, okay, lah, he's Brazilian.
Maybe
lah.
they thought it was fine because doesn't Blanca mean white or something?
Yeah, Blanca means white.
So they went, that's
Yeah.
fine.
And then there's also a big Spanish influence in Brazil or Portuguese.
No, Raul Julia is Mexican. And
Okay.
Sam Bison, what? Who's Thai?
Okay, that one was also. I don't know
Bison
why.
is Thai?
Why would you cast
He's a Thailand
Raul
one.
Julia
Oh, Bison.
as M Bison? He's so freaking thin and frail
He
compared
was
to.
dying that time.
Yeah, somebody had cancer.
He
at
had
the time.
cancer.
Yeah, that's the thing I forwarded to you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that shit was that article was hilarious, lah. About how they, this is getting sidetracked. It's an article about how they shot Street Fighter. It was
Fighter.
being shot in Thailand. So they took all these American actors. I mean, whether they're Chinese, Korean, or whatever. They took all these American actors and took them to Thailand to film. So in fact, they even pointed out that the only reason that Kylie Minogue was cast as Cammy was because the director was flying to Thailand and he saw Kylie Minogue's picture in a magazine, and
In
from
the,
that
in the aircraft.
in the aircraft. So that's why he just called and said come, because they needed. Apparently, the initial roster was only supposed to be like 5 or 6 characters, but then it ballooned up because of
to
either
15.
Capcom or the production.
Capcom.
Capcom wanted everybody
They
in,
wanted
so it
everybody
just
in.
ballooned up. And then apparently, what do you call it? So yeah, a few funny things. One was what's his name? Jean-Claude Van Damme was going through his divorce at the time. So the way he was dealing with it was that whenever he was filming, apparently he was coked out of his head or drunk during the entire movie when he was when being filmed. And then they said the problem was after a while the actors all realized they're in Thailand, and this is what the article said, which I found the line to be killer lah. It's like he said that after a while the actors realized they're in Thailand and they could buy their own finishing move for $10. So because of that, half the actors kept disappearing off the set. Buy their own finishing move for $10.
Including Blanca in his full costume.
So
Oh,
apparently
he got
that's
a
why that movie
syphilis.
was like a complete flop lah. Sorry, I know I sidetracked, but it was hilarious lah. Buy their own finishing move for $10.
The Japanese is still, when you talk about these Japanese games, they are still as racist as shit lah.
Yeah,
Because they just don't care. You just see, Chun-Li.
White hips.
Chun-Li is what?
Chinese.
Chinese.
I'm sure she will sound as Chinese as ever. Ryu?
No, Birdie.
Birdie?
They portray him with those giant lips.
Oh, yes!
He's a big black
Yeah, they
Cockney
fulfill
fella.
they fulfill
With
every
the biggest
stereotype.
lips on the planet.
Who?
Birdie from Street Fighter.
Which one's Birdie?
He's one of the Cockney fella, the big mohawk. Oi, you better run home to mom, eh? That fella.
Alright.
Yeah, from the accent to the looks to everything.
Yeah,
It's like if
accent.
you're from that country, you look exactly like that.
Yep.
Well, I think it's because Japanese just don't give a f.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, they probably don't like. It's sort of like keeping the balance lah. Western don't give a Asian don't give a Actually, then who gives a
Dalsim was actually named after Dal. Because that's all the Japanese knew. And then they went to a shop and said Dal, and then the sim is so Japanese, so they said Dalsim, and then they created that name. There's no such name as Dalsim.
Obviously.
Yeah,
I always wondered about it. I'm like, that doesn't
Wonder how they
sound
got
like
Guile
an Indian
then.
name that I know about.
It's an American sounding name for, like, Guile, subversive. Yeah.
Like a guy.
Like a
something like that.
guile.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we
but
can-
then again, Japanese people are Japan is very xenophobic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so they don't really care. Nobody's gonna call them out on the shit.
Yep.
True.
Also, much like America, they have their own thing going on.
Plus, Edward, you should know whether they have anybody in Thailand called Sagat.
Yes,
Sagat
definitely not the
Sagat
guy.
Sukapon.
Is he a relative?
He's a relative.
7-foot Thai guy walking around with one blind eye.
Yes, definitely not ball.
Definitely not bald, huh?
Okay.
What the f***?
I don't get that. Yeah, definitely
Nowhere.
not bald.
Thai
Hey,
people
Vega was
cannot
what,
be
Spanish,
bald.
right?
Spanish, that was fine.
That was okay. And it was only like limited appearance.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, Ryu and Ken was still somewhat okay. Yeah, I know. To be fair, as much as the movie sucked, by and large, they were quite,
Quite accurate. Yeah.
quite accurate when it came to the cast. Mortal Kombat. Goro, I think, should have been Mexican. Like, that's complete whitewashing right there.
That's
I mean,
broadwashing.
is it so difficult to find a four-armed Mexican? I mean,
Well,
really,
it's definitely hard to find a Mexican who's 8 feet tall. The forearms, I'm not sure, but the 8 feet.
I suspect, and also, I think the Sub-Zero being played by a white guy was
Yeah.
shameful. Couldn't get one Inuit from Alaska or something.
No,
but
that
not
must be
gonna-
Chinese, what?
He's supposed to be Chinese. That Liu
Lihan.
Kang lah.
No. Sub-Zero's real name is Bihan or Lihan or something like that.
Bihun.
Bihan.
Bihun.
It's Bihan.
Bihun.
Malaysian lah.
Bihan.
Bihun. Hey,
Come on, it's from the Linkway clan, lah. It's not a village in Alabama, lah. Oh, this is the Linkway village. God damn it, boy. This is the home of Sub-Zero.
Make it rain,
Make
Sub-Zero.
it
There's
rain,
God.
yeah.
Make it rain.
Yeah. How you met? Oh, it's probably World War II. Like, met Scorpion was Japanese. Shirai Ryu. Yo.
No, but actually, now I'm thinking of Mortal Kombat, so by and large, pretty accurate, lah, I suppose.
Except they casted a Japanese guy as a Chinese guy, lah.
Okay, lah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still whitewashing.
All
but,
yellow people the same.
I'm not going to say that.
It's different shades of yellow washing over to Shang
Actually,
Tsung.
okay, let's make this interesting. What are the bad movies did they at least get the casting right? If you think about it, what movies were there? Like, I mean,
Tekken?
I don't know, how did they do on Tekken?
Tekken did bad, right? A lot of white people acting as Japanese.
Yeah, but they managed to get the white and black people correctly, lah.
Ah, okay.
Raven.
I know you're a
looks-
Raven fan.
Yes, Raven looks exactly like Raven from
But
the game.
Christina Montoya didn't. What's her name?
I have
Christina
yeah.
Montoya, whatever her name is.
If not, there's another one. Did Our Life.
Yeah.
I think I no idea any of the characters' name, but I know there's some Japanese chick turns out to be white or something like that.
So they screwed up.
I thought that the most important thing is the size of the bosom.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, that is when they introduced
That's very true.
boobs physics. Yeah, so they can, so each of it they have their life of their own, so they don't bounce
Hey!
together.
They should start with, what's his name? Colin Farrell. Eyebrows and boobs.
He's got eyebrow physics. that
Yes.
guy.
What else?
Yeah, Iron Fist is going to be white.
What?
Is it,
Yeah.
Really? Confirm?
Yep, confirmed.
Boycott.
Custard.
Boycott.
Okay, but suddenly there's the Falcon.
Falcon's black,
Falcon
right?
is black.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Falcon
but
is-
suddenly he's like, okay, he's in the spotlight. Before it's like, oh, not really there.
No, he's saying now, okay, black people, you got your thing. Let some go.
Yeah.
Let some go.
No.
Is that- no.
But
Maybe
Luke
it's
Cage
like,
is being
okay,
played by
let get
Black
my
guy.
brother some work.
Yeah, not so bad, lah.
It's definitely not being played by Nicolas Cage.
Oh, Lord.
I'm Luke Cage.
Nicholas
Put the
Cage.
back
Luke
in the
Cage.
box.
Put the bunny back in the box.
Nicolas Cage got what? Superman? What the guy?
Oh yeah, apparently he
He
auditioned
dropped
for
out.
Superman.
No, he got it.
He got
dropped
it,
out.
yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, he got
Are you
it.
No, because
kidding?
he's supposed to produce the show, so that's why he got the role.
At one point,
Nicholas Cage as Superman. That would have been
He
interesting,
was
lah.
supposed to be
yeah,
Superman.
did you know at one point he was super buff? I forgot which random movie was
Ghost
it?
Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
See?
Oh, no,
CGI.
aside, older movie.
Did he get married to
Connor.
Madonna for a song?
Connor.
Ah,
Connor.
Connor
yes.
was quite buff.
Just look at him and you go, I want to shoot his face off. And life.
Well, I know he's a Superman fan. He named his kid Kal-El or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's even got the first issue of Superman. The second most.
Yeah, but I
beautiful
think
one.
him playing Superman cannot lie.
Yeah, he's
that's
too
just
old
Imagine
for that.
John Travolta as Batman.
staying alive, staying alive.
Face off.
No, basically, he face off the
Face
sequel,
off.
but then just
Batman
calling
Superman
it
face
Superman.
off lah.
Yeah, that would be better
He
than
can't
anything
sing that
Zack
song
Snyder
like both
comes
Exactly.
his
Yeah,
mother
that's
and
true.
father is dead, man.
Sorry?
You can't sing that song. You saying you are staying alive, no lah. Martha.
He was alive, what?
He was alive, what? Staying alive. When he's busy fighting the Joker, that's what he's singing, lah.
Batman Superman.
It would be funny to see Nicolas Cage have a meltdown as Clark Kent. He's standard.
Then he'll be trying to take Zod's face off.
Yeah.
It's be a bit ridiculous, lah.
It's probably
He'll
gonna
reach
be.
new with Nicolas Cage, will reach new heights of ridiculousness, lah.
Yes.
He's a meme. That's the best you can go already.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's where his career peaked. he became a meme.
Yeah, because of that, all the young generations now they know who Nicolas Cage is.
That's true. That's true.
Man, he yells a lot.
That and the scenes from Vampire's Kiss.
Oh yeah.
That was.
He had some good movies, I guess. It's just that he had more bad ones than good ones.
No, but he was brilliant in his bad movies.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He was.
There's
he was-
a 20-minute video of that all the meltdowns he's having in all the movies.
uh,
It is funny as hell.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It's funny as hell. It's 20 minutes long. It's just a bunch of him screaming
it's
with
almost,
the
yeah.
Requiem for a Dream music playing in the background.
almost better to watch a bad movie with
Yeah,
Nicolas
with
Cage
Nicolas
in it
Cage.
than it is to watch a good movie with him in it.
That's true, I guess. No, but
Yeah.
like I'm saying, he did have some good movies, though. Like Face Off was one of them. Con Air was actually not too bad. Kind of stops there.
Cause
No, I know. Leaving Las Vegas, of course. Not Snake Eyes. You may be thinking of Snake Eyes, no, but Leaving Las Vegas was one of his first movies. It wasn't too bad. Snake Eyes was stupid.
Stupid, yeah.
Sadly, done.
Ghost Rider was shit.
Hey, I actually liked
I
Ghost
like
Rider
the first one.
because it was so
I
shitty.
like-
That's why I
yes,
liked it.
I thought it was
Hilarious,
hilarious.
yeah.
The first one was
You know,
hilarious.
the way he like rose around, he like fire, climbing up
I know.
a building and all. I mean, it was so stupid. It's like Sharknado, like so
Yeah.
stupid.
Oh
it's
my
not
god, I don't compare Ghost
I
Rider.
love non-stop. I know you're a fan of.
I know I'm a fan of
the
comic
original
book,
and all
yeah.
that, so you like when you watch it. But when I
Actually,
watched
Ghost
the
Rider.
movie, I was just laughing non-stop. It was hilarious.
The only thing I like about Ghost Rider is the teaser trailer. I don't know for the second movie or what, where he just pee fires out.
I think that's.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
That's the
second
second one. Yeah,
I think
yeah.
to me that is the best out of the
Was he in
entire
the second
Ghost.
one as
Yeah.
well? Oh, he was.
It was. I don't know what Idris Elba was doing in that movie.
I don't think Idris Elba knew what he was doing in that movie.
What did I sign up for? What? A priest. Nicolas Cage, Pink Fire. How much the paycheck? 15 million? Alright. I just lost my gig at The Wire. I need some money.
On the Wire. What is that? Luther.
Yeah, but wait, Luther was after The Wire or before?
I don't know.
Luther
Actually,
was
I'm not sure.
After.
Luther was after.
Okay.
He was a bit older.
Oh yeah, it was after. Yeah. Wire was 2003.
Well, he was in the Jungle Book.
Yeah, Shere Khan.
I sure can't.
Oh, you know what I mean? Mowgli.
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 Did-
No kidding. Is he really going to be the next 007 though?
I hope so.
That would be
Interesting.
cool.
Yeah, that'd be
Blackwash.
interesting.
007.
Blackwash.
But speaking of Idris Elba, he's also casted as Stephen King's Dark Tower series. It's gonna be Roland.
Oh yes.
It's gonna be the
They're actually
gunslinger.
making that into a movie.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
finally.
movie or TV series?
Movie. There's gonna be, I don't know, shitloads of movies and TV series.
Really?
Did you ever read the books?
Long time ago.
Did you read all of them?
No.
See, everyone I know has read one or two.
Yeah.
What's read?
It was
I've
everyone.
read all of it!
You've read all of it.
I can't be the only one in the world.
Like I've read, I think because I found it in a secondhand bookstore, and then I never found.
I borrowed
any
it from
others.
somebody. I
Yeah.
think it was Anand Pillai.
So never actually managed to read the whole series. Just
Yeah.
one or two.
I read it in a second-hand bookstore.
You went to second-hand bookstore every day, read it, and print back.
I'm too Chinese to pay for things.
Aiyo.
Now it's third hand.
You know that didn't those second-hand bookstores did do that thing where you give them some money, then if you bring back the book later, you
Oh yeah,
like
I remember.
rental,
Yeah, I
like,
remember. I
why you do
remember.
this thing? It's called renting.
But if you didn't bring it back, you didn't have to because you could.
No, because you paid
It
them
was
more. I
like-
did that.
Yeah,
There was
lah.
a shop in Bangsa. Like you
Oh,
paid
yeah, there
$10
was a
bucks.
famous
You
shop in
paid $10
Bangsa.
bucks for the book. You come
Yeah.
back, you get back $5.
Exactly.
So you've paid $5 the rental, $5. If you don't bring back the
it's
books, you lose the
either-
$10 lah.
Yeah, either
That's the idea,
either
lah.
you bought the book for $10
And
or
sell it on
you
eBay for
rented it
20.
for $5.
I know, but they kept track. They
kept
kept track.
track.
So if you came back after that without the book, then they might even try and hit you up for more money. lah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
the ones we went to were like they were like fine with it if you didn't bring it back because it was like either you buy it or you bring it back. It's your thing, but that's the amount you give us. Then
Right.
Speaking of all this, do y'all remember a Disney show called Sweet Life of Zack and Cody?
Yeah.
Yes, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for me-
I didn't actually watch that.
For me, that one, I think I like how they break the stereotype.
What?
Because they have Ashley Tisdale play as the blonde, and they have Brenda Song plays as the Asian, but the Asian is the dumb one, and the blonde is the smart one. It's one of those rare moments when I find out, oh my
Calvin,
god.
you just show your age of how young you are, because none of us know what that is.
I don't
Oh,
know.
No, I know
Disney
how
is.
old he is. He shouldn't be watching Suit Life. And
The TV was on, we have
Ah,
Disney Channel.
yeah.
Obviously,
was
I'll
on.
watch it.
Depends
I
up,
sat on
depends
the
up.
remote to change.
Hey, I'm not defending myself. I admit, I watch it. It's awesome.
It came on after you were done watching the Miley Cyrus show.
Oh, no. Miley Cyrus is a bit boring. You watch the first few episodes. I mean, Hannah Montana.
First few seasons.
Yeah, the
you-
first few
I know.
episode. No, first few episode was
First few
okay.
seasons.
After that, you got bored of it, and then it's like nothing much. It's like her disguise is like Clark Kent lah. She just changed her wig, Clark Kent just take off the glasses. So
What is
exactly
Hannah
like that.
Montana about?
It's about a celebrity who is living a normal life. Or did I get it the other way around? It's like her original hair is black. The moment she puts on that blonde
Sounds
hair,
her
people
soul.
knows her as people knows her as Hannah Montana.
Sounds like Gem and Holograms.
Wait, didn't they make a movie of that recently?
Oh god!
Oh, we
tried to watch it.
Let's not
It
go
was the
there,
worst
Larry.
thing in the world. It
Who
was
started
so
that,
bad.
Nobody famous.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait,
No,
yeah, nobody famous.
No one famous.
Mhm.
It was so bad.
Wait, are they
that was
making a
the
He-Man movie or
famous-
something? No, right?
I heard rumors.
Thundercats movie would be interesting.
That one,
That one I don't know.
No one
You
is
can't get the
touched it.
typecasting
the
wrong, lah.
comedian,
It's a bunch of
right?
cats.
Yeah.
How do you get the typecasting wrong on that?
Petros
I can't
Chinese. Lionel is black.
Panthro would be. played
Denzel
by-
Washington is Lionel.
No, Denzel Washington would be Jagara. Or Jaga, not Jaga.
Jaga,
Yeah. Denzel Washington played Jaga. Then you can. No, we're doing casting for Thundercats.
Okay.
Denzel Washington is Jaga. You Panthro has to be. Well, wing ribs. I mean, come on, that funny character. Anything like
Oh,
wing ribs.
Idris Elba, you don't want me, you want me.
No, Idris Elba as Panthro. Actually, Idris Elba as Panthro.
I like Miss Spikes.
Let me spike.
Scarlett Johansson, of course, as Chitara.
No, you know who what Emmanuel Chirqui is?
Oh yeah. Oh,
She
From
is
Entourage.
Chitara.
oh, she could be good. Yeah,
Entourage,
she could
yeah.
be good. She'll be good
Because
as
she
Chitara.
voiced Chitara in the
Shriek,
new version.
Shriek.
Shriek, yeah. Emmanuel Shriek.
Ah, okay, so yeah, she's then who's playing Lionel?
Tom Cruise as Lionel.
Matthew McConaughey.
Who's short?
John Cho.
Matthew McConaughey. No, but it has to be somebody
Yeah,
younger.
a bit younger.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. Yeah,
Holland.
I was about to suggest
Ashton
He's so
Kutcher?
small.
No,
Small.
who's you could probably get
Chris Evans.
actually no.
No,
That's a face for it, right?
That's true.
Channing
but-
Tatum.
Channing Tatum is Tigra.
Yeah, actually, maybe Channing Tatum is Tiger.
That could work.
That could work. Then, in which case, then you probably no. Better yet, you get the what?
You get Tom Holland
No,
and Miley
you get
Cyrus
you
to
get
be the Wiley
hey, what
Kid
the
cat.
hell is that? What the hell are the names? The guy who plays Thor.
Oh,
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, Hemsworth, Liam Hemsworth, Chris Hemsworth, Tigra, and
Like,
Lionel.
oh! Not bad choice.
The younger one can be Lionel. Right?
Oh, yeah.
The younger one can be Lionel because Tigra's meant to be older
Yeah,
anyway.
he's older.
And then for Wiley Cat, you
Ah, you
get the
get- you
sweet
get-
life of Zack and Cody.
Oh,
over there.
yeah. Hey, you put Scarlett Johansson,
Speaking-
put Myra.
Speaking of Liam
Myra.
Hemsworth,
Myra.
he used to date Miley Cyrus.
Yeah. This one, yeah.
Hmm.
See, that could work. Actually, you know what? We got the
Thundercats.
class for Thundercats set out. I mean, there's no whitewashing and thing. They're all a bunch of cats anyway. You just can't- so, I mean, really. But,
What are the
And Samuel
species? What are the
Jackson,
species?
oh my god, yeah! That sounds so awesome.
Get
You-
this mother cats out of my mother
By the power of mother.
I'm Mumra, bitch. My contract with Marvel just ran out. I'm looking for a new series. Why am I still wearing an eye patch?
Actually, that will just complete it. Like,
Who are you calling a hoe?
and he does that, you got Idris Elba standing there, Petro.
You mean?
Actually, you know what? It's just too funny.
I just realized Marvel's got a shit ton of black guys in it, but there's no black female.
Huh?
Except for Zoe Saldana.
But she's
Marvel.
not exactly
Marvel's
black.
got like Black Panther,
Oh, you're talking about
Nick
black superheroes.
Fury,
Oh,
Heimdall.
Heimdall.
There's no black women.
Zoe Saldana's not black.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah,
that's true.
she's mixed.
She's a non-black.
She's a non-black black.
Yeah.
She's not black Danny
Non-black.
Newton.
Yes.
Yeah, but she's acting as a green woman. So. Yeah, no black women in Marvel. Racist.
Storm.
Write them a letter. Go
That's
write them a letter.
technically
Hey,
under
Storm,
Fox.
yeah,
That's
Storm.
technically under Fox.
Yeah.
Storm?
Technically under Fox.
No, lah, but still.
Yeah, I know, but it's not under Marvel.
I'm sure there's
cinematic.
more. I'm sure there's others.
I think they
as
should cast the whole new Fantastic Four as black people. Except the Thing.
Sounds like a band from the
well. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this. Mr. Fantastic,
Earth,
Black
Wind, Fire,
Man penis, and all that.
Earth, Wind, Fire. Should be black, right?
Sorry, I want to go back to Samuel L. Jackson as mom brother. That's got nothing to do with whitewashing. Except, but can you imagine the closest thing to whitewashing would be Samuel L. Jackson wrapped in white linen
Yeah, I know.
bandages?
Look what they did to me. Trying to make me white. Ancient the spirits of mother evil.
Who you calling a hoe?
Yeah, who you calling a hoe?
Worst to worst, just go and watch the new Power Rangers only.
I will.
Hey, have you seen the photo for that?
Yeah,
They all look
yeah.
like they're wearing Iron Man costumes.
Yeah, I like
No,
it.
that's what they did. You know the Power Rangers that when they speak to their leader, the one the big screen.
Zordon.
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 Floating head.
They actually put they actually Photoshop a picture of Tony Stark there.
Yeah.
That's that funny.
It's morphin time.
Will they even say that?
Yes.
In Malaysia,
Only
they
Malaysia
censor
is censored.
Yeah,
it's
it's
time.
Time.
Yep.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time.
Yeah, there's always Rita Repulsa as Poison Ivy.
Yeah. Oh god, her costume sucked ass. Look at Poison Ivy.
That was the time when they let Halle Berry play Catwoman.
That's
That
true.
didn't work very
Oh,
well.
there you go. Catwoman's DC.
The movie was bad lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie was horrible.
What with the whips and all?
And the backstory. Cat
yes.
goddess. Give her powers.
Oh, to be honest, I've not watched that movie, so I don't know how bad
Yeah,
it is.
It's really
terrible.
I only remember that's whip. That's all.
And her name also was like some weird name she had. Like Serendipity
Serendipity.
poem or something. Like
Isn't
some
it
weird
Sel-
name she had.
Isn't it Selena? Selena
It's not,
something.
her name was not Selena Kyle.
Oh,
It
Wow.
was just I can't remember. Let me Google it.
Justin.
Someone say something.
Also, the
No, I'm
costume
actually
was
googling
bad,
black
that time.
superhero, female
The
superhero.
costume was bad.
Yeah, the
Oh,
costume
Amanda-
for Halle
Amanda
Berry was
Waller,
really,
Amanda Waller's
really
not a
good.
hero.
Yeah, no,
Look,
but she's
it's all
DC
ripped up
anyway.
in leather and stuff,
Yeah.
right? I thought it was supposed to be really
I've heard of
sexy.
none
I
of
mean, I
these
don't.
people.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a
They
like
are,
a
just like
cat burglar
they're obviously not
so it's
really
supposed to be
okay.
tied and
With the
one
and
piece
Storm for
each.
some
But
reason is not
the
on this
cat
list.
burglar thing didn't really come through in
Yeah.
the movie, did it? It was very
Philippus.
more.
Michelle Pfeiffer, best cat woman ever.
Anne Hathaway, best cat.
No,
Oh,
Anne Hathaway is the
ah.
best one.
No, don't get me wrong. I actually like both, but it's at different times. So when Michelle Pfeiffer did it, she was hot, and Anne Hathaway did it, she was hot too, and it was pretty good.
Okay, her name was Patience Phillips.
Ah, that's it.
What?
Yeah, that was Catwoman, the black Catwoman. She couldn't even be Selena Kyle.
Oh my god!
Patience Phillips.
I'm so glad I missed that movie.
Yeah, it was good.
Did you watch Electra?
The movie?
Yeah,
Yep.
that was horrendous.
I I have no memory of the plot. Honestly, I don't remember
don't think there
anything
was one.
about the movie.
They didn't make the movie for the plot, lah. That's
No.
not the.
It's just about seeing Jennifer Garner
Yes,
in red
just
colour.
Like,
in
just
red
like the Catwoman wasn't about, it was about Halle Berry and.
And Sharon Stone.
in skimpy clothing.
Yes.
But I think the most successful comic book character in movie ever is Penguin.
The most what?
Danny DeVito.
Yes, Danny DeVito.
No!
Penguin is the best portrayal
No!
of a comic book character ever.
The penguin wasn't raised by penguins, first of all. He didn't come out to bite people. And he was always quacking. Quack, quack, and it was filthy slob eating fish like a. The penguin's a normal human guy with a long nose.
Brilliant. No, you know why it was brilliant?
Why?
Because I swear I watched it when I was like, I can't remember what year it came out last. So I'm going to assume I was like 9 or maybe younger when I watched it. I still remember scenes of what
Yes,
he
the
did.
duck,
Yeah.
the duckmobile.
Oh,
thing.
the
Yeah,
duckmobile. I was
And like him in the sewers with all the penguins.
Yeah, and then
It-
biting
I
the
remember
fish.
stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know it's not true to the material, but
it
on
was,
its own, it's
it was
really
good.
believable.
Yeah.
You really get the feeling.
Are you a fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze?
No.
Freeze is coming.
Field of cold winter.
Yeah, but I said only the Penguin. Best portrayal of a comic book character ever.
I actually liked that a lot. It was good.
Rorschach.
And you're saying it's whitewashing penguins, right? That's what
Whitewashing penguins. Sorry, it's got sidetracked.
we're trying to get back on the team.
Well, that's all we have for you today. I would like to thank
We ended
our...
whitewashing penguins.
I better stop it before it gets worse.
Clearly we've
Thanks
accomplished a lot
Xander and
today.
one other Swen, Cornelius,
Siobhan.
Siobhan, or Siobhan at night.
Simon.
I still
Yeah.
can't remember any of the names.
Thaddeus,
Thaddeus as Aaron.
Xander.
Ah.
Xander,
You
I
were
don't even know what
Paddington?
that's not.
Warren,
Or why not
Paddington.
Aaron as Thaddeus
Cornelius.
after all the washing.
Aaron.
Now that we've set right the whitewashing,
Yes.
it'll be Aaron as Thadius.
Yes, Thaddeus.
Kelvin as Swen.
Yay! So happy.
Vanessa as Siobhan or Siobhan.
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 Simon.
That's how the Asians spell it lah.
Yeah.
Siobhan.
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 Edward as Xander.
Yes, Edward's not white enough. Huh?
No. You are a sugar pond, so you're
Just
brown
like,
as they come.
That's true.
just like Kelvin is not white enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vanessa's not white enough at all either.
Yeah, Aaron. I mean, come on. That's about as Indian as it gets.
So technically, we all whitewash ourselves.
Oh,
By
damn.
giving ourselves such names.
Except for the host who's gone with Shan and
Warrington.
Warrington and
Warrington.
Cornelius.
Warrington and
A
Cornelius.
monkey and half of Archangel.
Those two
Oh, it's
together.
Worthington, sorry. Warren
Yeah,
Worthington.
that's Wellington.
Those
I think that's
two,
how I got the name, but mixed up Warren and Warren.
Well done.
those
So
two,
wasn't
those two are
Paddington
actually
there?
just one name.
Disappoint me.
He's from
You
darkest Peru.
disappoint me.
He is brown. He's from
Brown
darkest
man.
Peru.
Yeah, it's whatever color the crayon is lah. Which is yellow.
No,
half
you,
yellow.
no. You have to see under the fur. That's the skin color.
Under the fur. Okay.
And the fur is pink lah, probably.
White.
Bears are white under the fur.
Some bears. Polar bears are completely black under the fur.
Yes.
If you trap the heat.
All right, bye-bye.
And
That's next week's topic.
yeah.
Actually, I was from the first show.
Shaving bears to find out what color they are underneath.
Arm bears, not bear arms.
Yes.
Indeed.